Hello. Hi, my dear viewers. Tonight I have appeared before you just with some grammatical items, probable items, which are likely to be set in HS examination, third semester, final examination, class 12, probable grammar. First of all, I am taking two or three items. I am going to give you the most important items. The Night Train at Deoli by Ruskin Bond. For example, the first sentence is number 1. When I was at college, I used to spend my summer vacations. I used to spend my summer vacations just follow without skipping a single word or a line, because these are very important grammatical items that will be set in your final examination, third semester. At my grandmother's place. At my grandmother's place. Though there will be options, there will be 4 options. I will not give you any option. Let us split into two simple sentences. Okay? Two simple sentences. Let us read the sentence again. When I was at college, I used to spend my summer vacations at my grandmother's place. Clear? First sentence should be I used to spend my summer vacations at my grandmother's place. At my grandmother's place. Okay? I used to spend my summer vacations at my grandmother's place. And the second sentence should be at that time I was at college. I was at college. Okay? Let us see that there are two simple sentences. I used to spend my summer vacations at my grandmother's place. At that time I was at college. Very easy. Two simple sentences. I am not giving you any options to choose because these are grammatical items and it will be a long class if I do like this. Second item, the train would reach Deoli at about 5 in the morning. The train, number 2, the train would reach Deoli, okay, at about 5 in the morning. You see that it is a simple sentence, clear? And you are asked to turn into a complex sentence. Complex sentence. Okay. Now let us turn it into a complex sentence. The train would reach Deoli when it was about 5 in the morning. Answer. The train would reach Deoli when it was about 5 in the morning. Okay, let us analyze the sentence. It is actually an adverb clause. The train would reach Deoli, principal clause. Clear? Just clear your doubts. The train would reach Deoli, principal clause, when it was about 5 in the morning. It is adverb clause of time, and modifying the verb would reach. Would reach. Or you may write, suppose there are options, or you may write when it was 5 in the morning, you may convert it. When it was about 5 in the morning, the train would reach Deoli. Same thing, you may begin the sentence with adverb clause of time. No problem. Clear? Now let us clean the board and write some grammatical items, because your examination is knocking at the door, rather on the threshold, and just look at these grammatical items which I am giving you. There will be no problem. Okay? There will be no problem. Why it stopped at Deoli, I don't know. There are two sentences. Suppose item number 3. Why it stopped at Deoli. Why it stopped at Deoli, full stop. I don't know. I don't know. This is textual grammar. Suppose you have been asked to combine into a complex sentence. Combine into a complex sentence. Okay. What will you do? I don't know. Answer. I don't know why it stopped at Deoli. Okay. Now let us analyze the sentence. It is very easy. I don't know principal clause. Clear? I don't know principal clause. Why it stopped at Deoli? It is noun clause. Subordinate noun clause. And object to the verb don't know. Object to the verb don't know, because it is acting, this subordinate clause is acting as the object to the verb don't know. Clear? And if you are asked to combine into a simple sentence, suppose you have been asked combine into a simple sentence. Okay, combine into a simple sentence. What will you do? At this case, or in this case, you will have to write, I don't know the reason of its stopping at Deoli. Answer, I don't know of its stopping at Deoli. Clear? There is only one finite verb, that is no. Clear? Thus, there will be options under each item, but please choose critically and reasonably and logically. Clear? I was 18 visiting my grandmother and the night train stopped at Deoli. Clear? I was 18, it is number 4, now number 5. I was 18 visiting my grandmother and the night train stopped at Deoli. Stopped at Deoli. Suppose you have been asked to, this is actually compound sentence, you have been asked to convert it into a complex sentence. Suppose you have been asked to convert it into a complex sentence. Then how will you start? When I was 18, answer. When I was 18, when I was 18, visiting my grandmother, okay, the night train stopped At Deoli. At Deoli. Okay. Just analyze the sentence, how it has been constructed. The night train stopped at Deoli, principal clause. Clear? When I was 18, visiting my grandmother, subordinate adverb clause of time and modifying the verb stopped. Modifying the verb stopped. Clear? Now let us clean the board and do some work. Number 6. Just follow these grammatical items. And it's very late. I am giving you. However, every day I am going to give you, because your examination is going to start on 8th. A girl came down the platform selling baskets. A girl, number 7 probably. No, it is 6. A girl came down the platform selling baskets. Selling baskets. You see that it is a principal clause. You see that it is a simple sentence, and you have been asked to convert it into a complex sentence. Okay? Into a complex sentence. There are different ways of getting it into complex sentence. First of all, a girl, answer. A girl who was selling baskets came down the platform. Came down the platform. Okay. Or here you see, if you analyze the sentence, a girl came down the platform, it is principal clause. Clear? Who was selling baskets, subordinate adjective clause or relative clause, and qualifying the noun, a girl. Girl. Clear? Now you may write like this. A girl, there may be different options, and both can be chosen if there is such option. For example, a girl who came down the platform was selling baskets. Here you see, a girl was selling baskets, it is principal clause. Clear? Who came down the platform, subordinate adjective clause or relative clause, qualifying the noun, the same word, girl. So there are two options I have already got. I have already gotten two options. You may also write like this: adverb clause of time. When the girl came down the platform, okay, comma, she was selling baskets. Okay, you see that the same sentence I have written in three different ways. Suppose the last option will be all the above or all of the above, then your option will be all of the above. Clear? She was selling baskets, principal clause. When the girl came down the platform, subordinate adverb clause of time, and modifying the verb selling. Modifying the verb selling. You see that we are going through different grammatical items. Number 7. Number 7. When she came to my window, she stopped. When she came to my window, she stopped. Suppose you have been asked to convert it into a simple sentence. Okay. You will be able to use participle because the subject is the same person. Answer: having come to my window, having come to my window, comma, she stopped. There is only one finite verb, that is stopped. Having come to my window, it is participle. Or coming to my window, coming to my window, she stopped. She stopped. Or you see, she stopped after having come to my window. Or she stopped. There are three options. All are correct. She stopped after having come to my window. Okay. Thus, all the three options are correct. Let us stop here, and tomorrow or on Saturday I will complete this chapter, An Astrologer's Day, the night train at Deoli, and the next day I will give you grammar portions from strong roots. Don't worry, and good night. Stay safe, stay mellow, and also try to practice all these items at home. No problem. There will be no guidance. I have already explained all these items, and I promise to give you all the grammatical items before your exam. Thanking all of you. Good night.